people, welcome to my channel. If it is your first time here, be sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment down below so that I can greet you and welcome you, and also press the notification bell. But if it isn't your first time, hello darling, thank you so much for tuning back in and coming back. I hope you're all doing well. So today's video is going to be on a few things I learned in 2020. Yes, 2020 is gone already and everything like that, but we're still at the beginning of 2021, and I think the reflection is still happening. So I'm going to be sharing a few things, not just 5 things, a few things I learned in 2020. I actually did a blog post about this in my Blogmas edition, and I thought it would be really good to do it in the visual edition as well. So of course I have the board with me here where I've written a few things that I learned in 2020. It is no doubt that 2020 has been, well, was, now that it's gone, was something. So I thought doing this video would be good, and if you like the sound of that, stay tuned and let's get into it. So I will be sharing a few things that I learned over the year 2020, which is still, I feel it's still peaking. As much as it's gone, it's still peaking in one way or another. But yeah, so like I said before in the intro, I have written a blog of this. So if you've read that blog, thank you so much. And if you're here watching this as well, thank you so much. I feel like as much as I love blogging, sometimes talking about things gives a different perspective, which is great either way. So I will be linking the blog in the description box as well as on the screen at some point, so that you can have access to both if you desire. Anyway, one of the things that came to my mind when I was doing this reflection of the things I learned was that waking up is a blessing. Waking up every single day is a blessing, and this isn't just something that we should be sort of like realizing right now. It's something we should be realizing every single day. And if there's something that I realized, is that because we're so somehow used to waking up every single day, it becomes normal. We don't realize that, you know, it's not everybody gets a chance, a blessing to wake up every single day, get on with their day, leave the house, come back safe. Like, this world is mad, life is short. So being able to wake up every single day should generally be like the biggest boost of energy, no matter how you're feeling. Just like, rah, I've woken up today, it's a blessing, and I am glad I'm here, and make the most of it. You know what I mean? So it is definitely a blessing to wake up every single day. Second thing I learned, I think not just me, a lot of people learned in 2020, is the importance of slowing down. 2020 came and said, you know what, you guys in this fast-paced world, stop. Everything and everybody stopped. And if anything, personally, I absolutely loved that we all learned to slow down. You know, like I said before, life is short and we have all these big dreams and all these things we want to accomplish and everything like that, but there comes a time when you need to learn to just stop and breathe, stop and smell the roses, stop and actually, you know, look at your children, look at your wife, look at your husband, look at your family, just learn to work and also have that balance of work versus stopping and actually knowing when to stop. And that's definitely one thing that we learned in 2020. Another thing we learned in 2020 is what we want versus what we need. We actually realized that there's the things that we actually need are more important than what we want. We wanted to go on holidays, all those sort of things, as much as they're still very important, to travel, to socialize, to do all these things. I think somehow 2020 put us in a situation where we had to realize that, okay, right now what I need is to take care of myself. What I need is to take care of my family. What I need is to reconnect with my friends in a way. What I need is to really sit down and look at, is this what I want my life to be like? Is this where I want my life to go? And, you know, versus what I want, which was more towards the material side of things. Like, you know, we had cars that were parked in our driveways not being driven for weeks because where are you going, you know? So as inconvenient as it was, the pandemic definitely helped us prioritize ourselves a little bit better. Number 4, I think. Number 4, one thing I didn't, not that I learned, but I think it was a reminder of being grateful. This is something I've spoken about before, the importance of being grateful. Grateful for life, grateful for friends, grateful for our homes, grateful for our jobs, grateful for really everything, and having that habit of daily gratitude. Gosh, I lost my train of thought there. But yeah, so just daily gratitude where you're grateful for everything that you have, because again, not everybody is blessed like that. So I think in 2020 definitely we came to realize that being grateful is very, very important. 2020 also taught us that you are able to do anything you put your mind to. If there's one thing I saw a lot, is that people were really realizing their talent, realizing their passions, and sort of like everything that was sort of put on hold because there was really never the time to do them came to life in 2020 in the midst of everything. Talents were brought out, people were really realizing what they are capable of, and because they put their mind to it, because they had the time, obviously, it's sort of like people found, you know, other means of income for their households and everything like that. So literally, I feel like in 2020 we definitely learned to sort of like realize what we're capable of if we put our minds to it, and not have excuses and reasons not to do the things we actually want to do. So yeah, I think this kind of like links with slowing down, is giving yourself a break is something I learned in 2020. I am a lover of self-care and self-love. I encourage it, I speak about it, I stand by it, and I always encourage people to take a moment, stop when you need to, if you're able to, and take care of yourself and all those sort of things. So giving yourself a break. And I'm going to talk about my personal journey, I guess, with my YouTube channel. The growth has been great and everything like that, but then it got to a point where I was feeling really tired, I wasn't feeling motivated and everything like that, and I took a break, because I cannot pretend to be 1000% okay when I know that I am not, and to just continue, just keep going, like you have to be able to listen to your body, you have to be able to understand when it's time to take a break. And I think 2020, despite everything, definitely taught us that taking a break is very important. So yeah guys, that was my video on a few things I learned in 2020 that I am going to carry on into 2021, that I will carry on as the older I get, the wiser I get and everything like that. You know, every day is a lesson, and I just hope and pray that this year would be definitely better, that this year would teach us even more, help us grow even more, because again, that is the cycle of life, you know, continue growing. The life that we live is not for granted, so make sure that you're making the most out of this life, that you're walking in your purpose, that you are achieving your dreams and goals, yet as well as taking care of yourself and your loved ones. So yeah, I hope you like this video. Let me know if there's anything that you learned in 2020 that you are going to carry on into this new year. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.